So Terry, you got a belt on your shoulder there, but
yeah.
you're supposed to have 2, right? So where's the second?
I've actually got 3. The other 2 are at home. British title, welterweight world title, now a lightweight title.
So talk us through that fight then. That was a grueling fight. I think you said afterwards he was one of the toughest guys.
He was definitely by far the best fighter I've fought so far. I definitely underestimated him. Thought he was going to be a lot weaker than he was. I thought I'd do him in first. But yeah, he's a tough guy. Great guy as well. Great athlete. No shit talking. Nodding in between the rounds, shaking hands. He's a good lad. Great athlete. Like Dan Hardy said the other day, this is my time now. You know, he's on the next wave. He's 22 years old. Kid's great. Whether I stick with BAMMA or not, hopefully they offer me a good contract to stay. If not, and I move on, I'm sure Reece managed to win this back. He's by far the best lightweight in the division. That's why I was happy to fight him. He didn't think twice about taking the fight with me. Just come down from welterweight, cut 16 kilos in the last 6 weeks. So this camp's been about cutting weight, not so much the skills and drills. But yeah, it was good, it was fun.
How easy was it to get to 155?
Oh man, I love my food, I'm a foodie. So no restaurants for the last 6 weeks. Very little carbs, and a lot of mood swings.
You know, there's a lot of talk here that it was kind of boy versus man out there, because as you're saying, Reece, you know, he's still young, he's got it all to go in this game. Do you think that maybe was the real difference maker out there? Experience specifically?
Yeah, you know, there's pros and cons to being young. He's fiery, he's game, you know, he's Irish boys love to fight. Yeah, he brought it. But you know, I thought he would crumble, to be honest. I thought I'd be able to put more of the man strength on him, make him crumble, but he stuck around. Good fight, hope everyone enjoyed it.
You mentioned there that you hope that BAMMA, they put it all on the table and offer you a big contract. The way you said that though, it kind of indicates that you feel that you are maybe ready for a bigger challenge. Is that the case?
100%. I'm always, you look at my last 3 fights have all been for titles. Walter Kadzar, Alex Lahore, and now Reece. I don't want to be a gatekeeper. I'm not going to stick around and just, you know, fight off the other lightweights. If someone else takes a contract, Norman Park, or someone like that, you know, and they make it worthwhile, and it's a good fight, good matchup, good money, then I'll stick around. But you know, I'm 31 years old, and I always want to be progressing. BAMMA have looked after me, great show, put on a great production. So you know, I'm open to ideas, but I always want to move forward.
Yeah.
So a tough challenge would be great. This is the first time cutting to lightweight, so now I know what to expect. I'll come back stronger and better and fitter next time.
So you would stay at lightweight for a fight with Norman Park?
100%, yeah. But then at the same time, I'd go up to welterweight against the right opponent for the right money. Fuck yeah, I'll go middleweight if they pay me enough. Do you know what I mean?
You've got one of the best analysts in the game in your corner. What was Dan Hardy saying to you between rounds?
It's all secrets. It's all secrets. Full Reptile Collective, they sponsor me as well. Dan's a great guy to have around. I've got the best team around. Dean Amazinger from my weight cut, and he's my grassroots MMA coach. Eric Uresk flew over from Thailand, used to be Alliance coach. Russell Abrams, my boxing coach. You can see from my boxing to come on leaps and bounds. I barely throw a jab 2 years ago. Eddie Cohn, my jiu-jitsu coach. You know what I mean? It's all there. You know, I went for a few chokes tonight. Didn't want to burn myself out. It's all there. Always progressing. I'm a born fighter. You know, I don't need to learn that. So now I'm just learning skills and drills. That's my 11th fight and my 10th pro win. So, you know, we're ready for the big time.
They say that the champ does whatever the hell you want. So.
The champ does, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got 4 kids and 3 belts, so offer me another belt, man. I need another one. It's only fair, right? They need to show and tell days. They want one each.
Terry, out of those 3 opponents that we talked about, you know, Alex Lahore, Walter Kadzar, and Reece McKee, who would you say was actually the toughest?
Reece, by far. Yeah. I think he's the better athlete. He's the most respectful athlete. He's going to go far. 22 years old. I've got 9 years on that kid. Give him 9 years, see where he is. 100% props to him. 100% respect me before and after the fight. And I've got 100% respect for him. So, yeah, big up Reece. The other 2 just chat shit.
Would you have maybe some words of advice for Reece McKee?
Just keep going, keep doing what he's doing. He's a great athlete. He's not doing anything wrong. He's just young, you know. Yeah, he's tough, man. Look, he just took me 3 rounds. I'm bashing him in my hands, killing him. Do you know what I mean? He's still in the fight at the end, so.
And speaking of Reece, in one of the rounds, he did get a really tight rear naked choke. Just how tight was that?
Tight. Yeah.
Did you feel
I'm still alive. Listen, you'd have to put me to sleep to finish me. Anyone's have to. That's why I put my. To be honest, I was going and I put my thumb up. So I thought if he stops it, I'd rather just pass out and be carried out the ring. It's more pure man pride. But it was tight, yeah. But I'm not going to tap. You have to snap my arm or choke me out if you want to stop me.
And did he do anything that surprised you, other than the choke, obviously?
Nice little takedown, nice little trip. It's a good fight, man. I have to watch it back. It's crazy for me. Like, my mum passed away 4 days before my last fight. It's my mum's birthday today. The last few months have just been emotional, man. And we've had two of the biggest fights of my career. So, you know, if I can do it now on these circumstances, I can do it in any circumstances. I'm ready for what everyone brings to me. And I'll never turn a good opportunity down. I'll turn silly fights down, but throw someone good at me, good money, I'll fight them.
Did anything surprise you about Reese's game? Like you said, he's young. He doesn't have much experience. You didn't think he has much experience there. Anything surprise you in particular?
Listen, Alex Hall's got a lot more experience than him. And I thought Reese was a lot more all-rounded, better athlete than anyone I fought. And probably anyone in BAMMA I've seen. He's doing good.
Also, one of our Sean interviewed Tim Wilde today, and he mentioned your name. Tim Wilde interests you at all?
Don't even know who he is.
No, fair enough.
So, regardless of what's next for you, what does this mean to your legacy that now you've got 2 belts, 2 different weight
Three
classes,
belts.
on 2 different weight classes? On the
This is just a start. Like, you know, you can go so far. There's a big leap between the top of being the British scene and then the bottom, say, the UFC. There's a big gap. But you know, Mark Dick, Casey, come and have your belt back, bro. I'll set your contract. You know, I'll fight you for your contract. Any of them. You know, UK fighters in the UFC, I'll fight anyone. I don't care. I mean, I'm up for a challenge. So send me the contract. I'm good to go.
Cool. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you,
Terry, thank you very much.
Cheers, guys.